Imagine waking up tomorrow with an extra $5,000 in your bank account. What would happen to it? Would it still be there 6 months from now? Or would it quietly disappear on shopping, food delivery, subscriptions, and impulse purchases? Here's a difficult truth. Most people don't stay broke because they earn too little. They stay broke because they never learn how money actually works. Research in behavioral economics shows that financial decisions are driven less by intelligence and more by habits, emotions, and environment. In other words, being bad with money isn't usually an IQ problem. It's a behavior problem. The good news is that behaviors can change. Today, we're going to uncover the real reasons so many people struggle with money, explore what research tells us, and learn practical strategies that can help anyone build a stronger financial future. Let's begin. Think back to your years in school. You probably studied mathematics, science, history, and literature. But were you ever taught how compound interest works? Did anyone explain investing, budgeting, inflation, taxes, credit? For most people, the answer is no. This creates a serious problem. Economists often describe financial literacy as one of the most important life skills. Yet millions of people enter adulthood without understanding the financial system they use every single day. Research from organizations like the OECD and the Global Financial Literacy Excellence Center consistently shows that people with higher financial literacy tend to save more, manage debt better, and build greater long-term wealth. Imagine trying to play chess without knowing the rules. That's exactly how many people experience money. They're expected to succeed in a game they've never been taught to play. This isn't about blaming schools or parents. It's about recognizing the gap so you can begin filling it yourself. Now here's something that surprises many people. Your biggest financial enemy isn't your salary. It's your brain. Behavioral economists have studied this for decades. Humans naturally value immediate rewards more than future rewards. This is known as present bias. That's why buying something today feels exciting. Saving money doesn't. Investing doesn't. Building an emergency fund doesn't. Businesses understand this psychology extremely well. Limited time offer. Only 2 left. Buy now. Flash sale. These messages are carefully designed to trigger emotional decisions before logical thinking has time to step in. The result? Emotional spending slowly becomes automatic. 1 coffee, 1 online order, 1 monthly subscription. Each purchase seems harmless, but over months and years, those small decisions quietly reshape your financial future. Many people believe one simple idea: if I earned more money, all my financial problems would disappear. It sounds reasonable, but economic research tells a different story. High-income earners can still struggle financially. Why? Because income and wealth are not the same thing. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what you keep. One of the biggest reasons is lifestyle inflation. As income increases, spending increases too. A better phone, a bigger apartment, more expensive vacations, a newer car. Every raise becomes an excuse to upgrade your lifestyle instead of growing your investments. This explains why 2 people earning exactly the same salary can end up with completely different financial futures. One spends everything. The other consistently saves and invests. Years later, the gap becomes enormous. Not because one earned dramatically more, but because one built better financial habits. So, what do financially successful people do differently? They don't have perfect lives. They simply follow principles that reduce emotional decision-making. First, they automate their savings. Instead of saving whatever is left at the end of the month, they save first. Second, they understand the power of compound growth. Small amounts invested consistently over long periods can grow into surprisingly large amounts. Time matters more than timing. Third, they delay gratification. Instead of asking, "Can I afford this?" they ask, "Is this the best use of my money?" That one question changes everything. Finally, they never stop learning. Markets change. Technology changes, tax laws change. Financial education isn't something you finish, it's something you continue throughout your life. If you're serious about improving your finances, start with these 5 simple steps. Track every expense for the next 7 days. Awareness is always the first step toward change. Build an emergency fund, even if you start with small amounts. Avoid high-interest debt whenever possible. Invest time before investing money. Read books. Watch educational videos. Learn the basics of economics and personal finance. Knowledge leads to better financial decisions. And finally, think long-term. Most wealth isn't built in weeks. It isn't built in months. It's built through small, intelligent decisions repeated consistently over many years. Here's the most important idea to remember. Being bad with money is rarely about intelligence. It's usually the result of habits, psychology, and a lack of financial education. The good news is that every one of those things can change. Research shows that improving financial literacy, building better habits, and making consistent long-term decisions significantly increases financial well-being. You don't need to become a financial expert overnight. You simply need to understand money a little better today than you did yesterday. Because financial freedom isn't created by one perfect decision. It's built through hundreds of small, intelligent decisions, repeated consistently over time. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more research-backed videos on personal finance, investing, and economics. And before you go, answer this in the comments. What's one money habit you're going to change starting today?